Hey folks, Ryan here, and I'm just in front of a 202 Surveyor Legend. This is a 2026. This thing is amazing. I am just getting ready for winter because it's cold as heck here. So growing my beard, growing my hair, want to stay warm, and I mean I guess the winter coat too. But this thing here will also be good for winter. We're gonna go over it. I'm gonna try and hit everything on here. Let's have some fun. So starting at the front here, we have this nice big window, which just gives you a lot of openness and air for the actual unit itself. So you can feel a little more comfortable when you're in there, and it makes it feel a lot more airy and a little bit just nicer overall. Over here, this is a change for 2026. So this used to just be a decal, and now it's a nice light up emblem. So you can turn that on, and what it'll do is it'll just add a little bit of like flare when you're driving down the road, or even just an extra bit of light when you're parked. Over here, I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Over here we have this huge awning that goes the entire length of the unit. And then I just want to show the pass-through space here because it's actually a really nice pass-through space. And you can get an idea of the actual the build construction. As you can see, it's all welded cage frame aluminum, and in here you get a really nice amount of space. It's about a little under 2 feet from here, but a real big width here, so you fit a table, a lot of your chairs and everything there. I'm going to go to the other side just so you can see a few features here. So here is your Road Tech TPO monitoring system, and here is your kill switch. So if you're in storage, you can actually store it up. Now we order these units with manual jacks, and we just do that because for the most part it's just a little lighter and a little less. They switched over to the Suburban, and I'm a big fan of the Suburban. It's a little bit more reliable, it's a little bit better, and honestly the difference in cost isn't really much, so it doesn't really affect anything that way. It just gets you a better unit when it comes down to it for more hot water. Your freshwater fill is right over here, and then I'm just going to show this big slide. And then of course you got your system over here for dumps, your dump station, and your so you have your gray and your black pole over here, and then you have your dual pin, your mag wheels. Over here your slide is a rack and pinion slide, and what's really nice about this is that it's a flush mount slide. Easy to pull in and out, so even if you have power, there's actually a crank system to bring it back in. One of the easiest ones to work with. You got your spare tire on the back with, of course, in the back, the storage for your stinky slinky right over here. Pre-mounted for a camera as well as a ladder, and there is 400 watts of solar on the roof. Now, one of the great things that I love about this is these tires. I just want to show this to you guys. So if you're buying new, that's what you get. Over here, that's where your fridge and your outdoor kitchen goes. We've pulled it all out just because unfortunately our location, things kind of tend to grow legs and go missing, so we pulled them out before they go missing. But still, you kind of get a good idea of the space and storage there. And then you have your outdoor shower, your power, your cable setup, and your gas exhaust over here. One of the cool things that I really love on the 2026s is they've really upgraded the speaker system, and I think it's a big improvement from the older models here. Let's take her into the inside and just go over the way these look. So first, let's take a look at this kitchen here. So over at the kitchen, you have this beautiful L-shaped kitchen with this huge farm sink. I love the redesign on the shower, or not the shower, but the faucet. It pulls out and you have a shower head as well as a spray nozzle. And it just looks good. Now, I'm a sucker for black and gold, so that's me. I understand if you're not a black and gold fan, but just me personally, I love it. Hardwood along all the windows here, and it just gives you a real residential feel in the unit, and I think it's a brilliant look on this whole coach, especially when you have something like this nice oversized window looking through to the campsite. Brings in a ton of light. So over here you have your 3-burner stove, and that's cast iron, so it'll actually really help and last a long time. You still have a good sized oven in here. You have your vacuum over here, and I mean, when you're camping, this is pretty important. You got your bottle opener. Now I want to show this as well just so you can see this. Knife block, utensil cup holder, but as well as this is both a countertop extender as well as it's a food grade cutting board. So when you have this down, this is a food grade cutting board as well as a countertop extender, making your prep space substantially larger, way better. So this is a cooker's kitchen at the end of the day. And when you're camping, I don't know about you guys, but I love to cook when I'm camping. It's kind of, I splurge. I get all the best food when I'm camping. Over here, you have some plugins over here. Now, everything is GFI connected, if I remember correctly. So anything that's GFI connected, if you hook up an inverter in here, it's going to be pre-wired, so you can have that so it hooks up to anything that's GFI connected. Now, I might be wrong about all the plugins being GFI, but anyone that has this will. I just want to show you some of the storage in here. It's really, really smart. Big drawers. Holy cow. Lots of storage in this unit. Over here, I'm going to just show you this just so you can see. I'm going to try and get this in a better angle. Oh, first time. So over here, you have your theater seating and your reclining seats. So right now it's in the love seat configuration with your nice little TV tables, really comfortable. But you can still use it as a recliner, and it goes back. Oh my goodness, and it's comfy. But you can also take that back, put this down, charge your phone right here. This is an awesome setup here. Whew. So now into the bed. So I just want to show this just because this is such a smart move, and I think Surveyor really has just done this right. Having this extra storage at the front, so you still have space for your bedding in behind this, but you have this for, say, your underwear and your socks or whatever you want to pack in there, but it just gives it so that you don't have this huge bay that is just essentially just you throw it in there and forget it. And it just means that you have a lot more usable storage over here. This is a proper queen, by the way. So this is a proper walk-around queen. It is I think 60 by 80. So you actually have a proper walk-around queen. On either side, you can see there's actually quite a bit of good space here. Both these windows across from here open, so you can have wonderful cross breeze. And everything over here is just brilliant storage. Now, one of the things I want to show, because this is really cool and hard to show when you have people here. So right here, you can set it up so you have, say, like a night light. Over here is just a nice little cup holder, so you can either have your pens or whatever you want over here, your phone even. And then there you have power so that you can actually plug it in and have that going. So charging your devices or having your night light plugged in or whatever you want, really. And it's on both sides. Ugh. Of course, we have the bar seats here, and on this live edge counter, it just feels right. It looks great, and it's just a really, really awesome couples coach. So this is something I would love. And then I want to show this just as well, just so you can see. So this has got an 82-inch ceiling. So in here, it feels bigger without actually being bigger. So it's way more open air on this unit as well. Now, a few specs on this: you do have a 15,000 BTU AC, a 45,000 BTU furnace, and I don't know the tank sizes. I'll try and link that below. Offhand, this is a absolutely amazing coach. I have one other thing I want to show you before we go. So we have our coat hanger right at the front door, and then a porcelain toilet, heated tanks, your hot water controller. Now they've changed the entire vanity and medicine cabinet. So the medicine cabinets are those two little shelves right there. And then the vanity is just this halo lamp, which is just brilliant. And I think it looks really good and adds a lot more space into the sink area. And then of course you have that spot for your linens or your towels, and a fantastic fan above here. And this is a absolutely huge shower. I'll show you here just so you can see one more time. Let's see if I can get this to look good. I apologize about shot, but just so you can get a good idea, I'm about 6'1", and it's quite comfortable in here. So I can turn sideways, no issue. And of course, not too bad. So I hope you enjoyed this little tour of the 202 Surveyor. I'm really excited about the 2026 model. I think the changes that they've done are absolutely for the best. And if you're looking for a beautiful couples coach that's 25 feet, and it is, bumper to hitch, 25 feet, this is a brilliant one. Big sink, big bed, lightweight. It's awesome. Big bathroom, heated tanks. Like, truthfully, even if you're looking for it as like a hunting base camp, it would work. So if you like what you see, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe. I could use the help. And you know what? If you do to comment on there, I will say hi. At very least, I'll say hi. I'll probably thank you no matter what, because I appreciate the views. And then what I will say is, if you got a trade, we want it. Especially if it's a motorhome, because I'm looking for motorhomes personally. That's me. I'm personally. But other than that, thank you for watching. Have a great day.